Hello YouTube, it's me today, Micah Casero, and in this video, I'm gonna be telling you and showing you one of my favorite books, Stephen King's It. As you can see, it's #1 bestseller of the King of Horror. Yeah, I read this book a couple of times. Took me a few days, months, actually. It's pretty thick if you can see it. So yeah, the author is Stephen King, and Derry, it says, it's a small city in Maine, a place as hauntingly familiar to you as your own hometown. Only in Derry, the haunting is real. Wow. And now I'm going to read the description on what it's about. They were 7 teenagers when they were first stumbled upon the horror. Now that they were grown-up men and women who had gone out into the big world to gain success and happiness, but none of them could withstand the force that drew them back to Derry to face a nightmare without an end and the evil without a name. It. A lot of people liked it, I've heard. It's pretty old, so you can see it has rough damages. But if you want to see how great Stephen King can get, this is it. Get it? Now, I will be showing you the contents. So, it says Part 1, The Shadow, After the Flood, 1957, After the Festival, 1984, 6 Phone Calls, 1986, and they're pretty long, too. Look at it. Chapter 1 starts at 3, Chapter 2, 16, Chapter 3, 38. But it gets worse. It gets longer, I should say. It says here, Part 2. Where is that? Sorry. There we go. Part 2, June of 1958. Chapter 4, Ben Hanscom takes a fall. Bill Denbrough beats the devil. One of the missing, a tale from the summer of 58. The dam and the barrens. Georgie's room in the house of Nabalt Street. Cleaning up. So yeah, this is the part where it gets longer. Chapter 4 starts at 157. Chapter 2, 209. No, wait. Chapter 5 is 209. Chapter 6 is 238. Chapter 7 is 275. Chapter 9 is 268. Wow. And of course, yes, there's Part 3 where they're grown-ups. The reunion, walking, tours, 3 uninvited guests. These ones are pretty long, about 50 pages each. 453, 509, 583. But that's not the end. There's also a Chapter 4, July of 1958. I'm pretty sure this takes place in the 50s. Yeah. So, Chapter 13, The Apocalyptic Rock Fight, The Album, The Smoke Hole, Eddie's Bad Break, Another One of the Missing, The Death of Patrick Hoxter, and The Bullseye. So yeah, I will just read. Well, I would not actually. It's kind of get annoying, but there's a last chapter. Yes, the last part, I meant. The Ritual of Chud. Chapter 19, The Watches of the Night. Chapter 20, The Circle Closes. Chapter 21, Under the City. Chapter 22, The Ritual Child. And Chapter 23, Out. There's also The Dairy, The Last Interlude, page 1067. Oh my. There's also an epilogue, Bill Denbrough Beats the Devil, Part 2. 1079 pages. So yeah, I'm gonna be starting this book, Part 1, The Shadow Before. They begin. The perfections are sharpened, the flower spreads its colored petals wide in the sun, but the tongue of the bee misses them. They sink back into the loam, crying out. You may call it a cry that creeps over them, a shiver as they wilt and disappear. William Carlos Williams. Did I read that right? Yeah. Williams, Carlos Williams, P. Patterson. Okay. So yeah, this is all for today. Pretty thick book. Goes up to 667, 813, 867, 923, 961, 1005, 1021, 1035, 1053, 1055, and the ending is up until 1090. Wow. It says here the book began in Bangor, Maine on September 9th, 1981, and competed in Bangor, Maine on December 28th, 1985. That's 3 years it took to make this thick book. And of course, here's the one and only master of horror, Stephen King. So yeah, this is all for today. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe, Stephen King, one of the best books. If you haven't read it, I'm telling you, you should read it. It's one of the best and scariest books. I honestly think, in my opinion, it's not, but I'm not judging. Well, thank you so much, and have a good rest of your day or night or whenever you're seeing this. Thank you.